Hello, Virgo, and welcome to Intuitive Art Mediums. Thank you for joining me for your Virgo New Moon and the 9/9 Portal Astro Tarot reading. And happy birthday to all those Virgos who are celebrating their birthdays at this time. So, this new moon in Virgo occurs on Monday or Moon Day, September 6th at 8:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please adjust to your time zone. And this is a powerful new moon. It's going to make an exact trine with Uranus. So that's going to kind of shake things up. But it also is exciting because it has us looking forward to the possibilities of our goals, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, which is going to be different for each person. This is also a general Astro Tarot reading meant for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and or rising. So then we have the new moon in Virgo also trining Pluto and Mars, which is going to make for powerful transformations. And again, gets us excited for making plans for the future. We also have this beautiful Venus trining Jupiter, which is going to bring in this harmony and compassion and possibly some romance for those of you who are in romance. And as we move up to the 9/9 portal, the moon is going to conjunct on Tuesday, the following day after the new moon. It's going to conjunct with Mars. And then on Wednesday, it's going to make it a conjunction with Mercury. Now, Mercury is the ruling planet of Virgo, as well as Chiron, because Virgo is about taking care of the self and health and well-being. And then on Friday, the moon is going to trine with Venus. Now, Venus rules the day Friday. So that's going to add that little extra romance possibly with that moon. Okay, the moon is also going to trine, as I said, Pluto. It'll be an exact trine on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, it's going to trine Saturn, which brings us some stability and some goals and guidelines. And then we have Jupiter on Thursday or Thursday, and Jupiter rules Thursday. So that's going to make that a little more powerful too. And these energies together are like the cosmos just saying yes to whatever it is that you're trying to do. It's bringing stability. It's getting you back into the flow where things seem easier to get things done. So we got some harmony, some compassion, some possible romance, and something that's going to be emotionally satisfying, finding your niche, finding something that you're passionate about, and then we're going to kind of settle into a routine. I get that feeling with this stabilizing week. We're going to be doing something that's good for us. So let's get into your reading. I've already drawn a couple oracle cards. We will draw some more oracle cards because I'm going to try to go with this 369 theme, because September 6th, that's the 6th, 3 days after, we're on the 9th. So it's those numbers, the 369, which are the key to the universe. And again, we are getting cosmic affirmations and synchronicities flowing to us. So let's get into your oracles. Because Virgo is ruled by Mercury and Chiron, we are looking at what we can do with the body. And here we have responsibility. Okay, that is that Saturn energy, that when the moon trines with Saturn on Wednesday, it's about responsibility. It's about self-discipline, empowerment, reliability, fulfillment. This is relying on yourself to fulfill those things that you promised that you would do for yourself. This has to do with self-discipline, and maybe it's getting into that workout routine. Maybe throughout the summer, everything that you were trying to work on kept getting hit with some kind of disruption, and you had to work around that. And now things are going to start flowing a little bit easier, and as that occurs, it's going to make it a little bit easier for you to set up a routine that you can reliably work with. Okay, and then we have Tiamat. This is from the Dark Goddess. Because it is the new moon, I wanted to ask what information the Dark Goddess of the new moon might have for you, Virgo. And this is about control. This is about, and I think it goes nicely with this responsibility too. You don't want to control too much. This could be others trying to control you, controlling your time, controlling what it is that you're trying to do. But Virgo, I know you. You are very self-disciplined when you want to be. When you have your goal, you go for it. And you're one of those people who like to make lists, and this keeps you on track, and in a way that can help you stay in control and managing your time and energies to reach the goals that you're trying to reach. Control can also be, are you trying to control others? Are things getting out of control for you? And the way to get things back under control is to be responsible for yourself. Now, you may not have the people that you need to help you in areas that you're not strong in, and so it's taking you a little bit longer. Those are things that are out of your control. And in a way, not having that controls how you are able to do things to accomplish your goals. So, because this is also an earth sign, let's look into the Earth Oracle and see what further information might be here to guide you, Virgo. Here we have love and compassion. That is so beautiful, because that's part of the influences of this week with the Venus there and Jupiter, because Jupiter is expanding your heart and love. Now, let's see how the universe has your back, because the cosmos are also talking to us. Okay, and here we have, my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. Now, you also know that you have to take responsibility for your actions, and knowing that your actions have consequences. And how are you going to work with those energies? Okay. Now let's look into the voices of the trees, because sometimes in nature will speak to us, and the trees are going through major transformations. So I feel that it's kind of reflective on the energies that are shifting, because this is about how your energies are shifting, how they're resonating with the collective whole, and how are you taking care of you, your health and well-being. Okay, here we have the vine, completion, and harvest. And we are beginning to bring in the harvest. And there is a responsibility to bringing in the harvest. And what it is that you worked all summer long trying to manifest, and how did it work out for you? It's also a time to contemplate and think about what you could have done better, what things were out of your control, what you can be responsible for. And so now let's also look at the Love Oracle to see what kind of energy is coming there for you, Virgo. And we have the Coffin. Endings bring new beginnings. Growth, change, liberation, transition. This is that Pluto energy that is forever changing everything. So a lot in your life could be changing right now. And again, some things are going to be out of your control. And sometimes the more that you try to control something, the more difficult it can be to harness that energy. So have faith in the universe. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in your ability to be disciplined and take responsibility for your actions. So let's go a little bit deeper into the tarot for more information about this. And we start with the 10 of Wands. Okay. Are these 10 of Wands controlling you? Are your burdens so heavy that they're controlling you, that you're not able to move forward as easily as you would like to? Do you feel like you have too much responsibility? Here we have the 6 of Cups. This is about nostalgia and looking back on the past. And again, this is a good time of year for looking at how you have been working and manifesting and trying to grow your garden, so to speak, in whatever area of your life that you've been working on. This can also, see how things have been working out, how things haven't been working out. This can also be a reflection on looking back on your whole life, no matter how old you are, taking a good look at your past and seeing where you can move forward, where you can improve. It can also be a form of escapism a little bit into the past. When you just reminisce so much into the past that you're not being here now in the present. And here we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, don't be so hard on yourself, Virgo. Some things were out of your control. Perhaps your situation had a very strong influence. Perhaps you felt rejected and not being able to feel like you can go forward. You didn't have the resources to do as much as you would have liked to have done. But in the meantime, you were able to reflect and learn from these trying times. This might be you having to reflect on the past and the burdens that you've had to carry and how those burdens may have broken you, both financially and in spirit and body. And how are you going to rebuild yourself? Then we have the Lovers. Okay, again, this can be with the romance and stuff, but here we have with the control. Are you in a relationship that's controlling? Does your partner take responsibility for themselves? Or are you having to be responsible, because, for example, you like things neat and tidy, Virgo, because you are a tidy person. You like things to be in their place. You cannot stand clutter. And if you're with a partner who keeps leaving clutter everywhere, it can drive you nuts. It takes up your time and energy to pick up after them, to clean up, and to get the place just so that you can let your energies flow. And by the time that you're done picking up and cleaning up after them, you're tired. You could have used that energy on your project, on yourself, doing something for you, Virgo, taking care of your own growth and happiness. And it could be that this person has dumped responsibilities on you that shouldn't be yours. You should not have to pick up after your partner, regardless of what it is that they're doing. I just use that as an example, but that, of course, can be applied to other situations where, they're not being responsible and you're always having to take time out to take care of them or to do something for them because they always have an emergency or something urgent or something that needs your attention, and it distracts you. It takes you away from your goals. Seven of Cups, and here you are thinking, I could have done all this if I wasn't constantly distracted and being controlled by these outer situations. And here we have a responsibility to ourselves. And maybe it's time for you to just let go of that control. It might be really difficult for you to be around a messy person, but you can clear out an area that's just for you, and they're not allowed to come in there and mess it up. So create some sacred space for yourself, and you're remembering when you had how happy you were when you were in your power. Well, here the heavens, the cosmos, are bringing you these possibilities. If only you take the responsibility and empower yourself. Here we go with the Tower and the Five of Pentacles. This is divine intervention. This is that Pluto energy coming in, and Uranus too, because Uranus is about shaking things up. And the Tower is about things getting shaken up, and it can be scary, but it's also liberating. And it's going to help you with this completion with the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, Virgo, you are surviving this. You are the wounded warrior, but now you're setting up your barriers, your boundaries. You are letting people know that this is my space, my sacred place, and I'm going to do what I need to do for myself so I'm healthy. And again, the self-discipline and empowerment. And again, I was talking about that Mars energy, who is about taking care of his physique and being in fighting condition. Here, even though this warrior is wounded and has learned, he's guarding those boundaries. And in a way, that is a form of control, but see how you're shifting your control and you're reclaiming your power, Virgo. And the Hierophant. Okay, yeah, this is spiritual power. And here it is with the Cups. You're feeling a spiritual calling. Here you're being given these possibilities. And it could be something that you put on the shelf a long time ago, Virgo. And now it's calling back to you. And it was something that made you feel whole in mind, body, and spirit. But this is also organizing and disciplining yourself in whatever it is that you're choosing to put your spiritual energies into. And here we have the Page of Cups. You are celebrating your creativity. Here we have the little paint palette. You could be going out and doing painting, literally. This is your creative energies that you're being recalled back to, and it's all put in this cup, and it's concentrated, and it's bringing you empowerment and enlightenment. And here, even though you've endured these hardships, you're celebrating those lessons. Those were hard lessons you learned, but you're celebrating them because you're now going to be on the other side of that. Because this new moons are about new beginnings. You're going to be able to be in a place where you're going to be starting something new. Now let's get into the conclusions of these readings. First, we'll consult with the crystal wisdom, because again, we do have the Virgo, which is an earth sign. That's the one that wanted to jump out. And it is cryophase. So, nurturing. I open up and allow myself to be nurtured. And that can be very difficult for you, Virgo, because you're so used to taking care of everyone else. But now, all you have to do is open up and rely on yourself to be responsible to nurturing yourself, and allow the universe to bring that to you. Okay, then we have the Whispering Woods to see what the trees have to say. The voices of the trees. Okay. We're looking for one card that wants to come out for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Venus, and or Rising. Here we go. And we have Reconnect. Secrets lurk in the captive shadows, deep in the woods. I like that, because here you're being nurtured and allowing yourself to, you have to open up and allow this to happen. So you may have to filter, use your boundaries to filter out what you allow to come in to nurture you. And you're going to reconnect with your powers, something that you were doing in the past, something that brought you joy, and you put it aside for a while, but now it's calling you back. Okay, and then let's end this reading with a sweet dream card. Here we go. Peace. I create peace, prosperity, and joy in my life. That is your responsibility to yourself, Virgo. Do not let anyone control that. And when you do that which you love to do, that which is your true calling, because this week it is your true calling that is calling you so loudly that you cannot miss the call. And you feel the need to answer that. It's something within you. And if you do not bring forth that which is within you, that which is within you will destroy you, trying to get out, because it wants to be released. It wants to be expressed. Okay, Virgo, I hope that these messages gave you some confirmations, some positive guidance to what's going on in your life at this time. So until next time, Virgo, take care.